Hey y'all, I'm Katherine Blazer. I am a real estate investor, realtor, and loan originator out of Florida. Thank you guys for checking out our 5 must-have tools that every investor needs in their toolbox. If you stick around till the end, I'll throw you a few more bonus items. The number one thing every investor needs is a CRM system. Somewhere to keep track of your seller leads as they come in, remind you to do the follow-ups, what your notes are from those leads, the addresses, the conversation. Mine allows you to assign it to other team members as well as populates to my calendar or their calendar as needed for those reminder follow-ups. A great thing is mine's free. I can't justify the expense of upgrading to the fully automated system because my team isn't large enough at this point. So there are options out there that won't break the bank. Number 2, a comping tool. Whether you are a realtor and use the MLS or you are not, there are other tools out there that doesn't require you to get your real estate license or to use a Zestimate or realtor.com number. The system that I use on top of the MLS actually allows me national database information. It pulls from different county records that way I can comp properties in Tennessee for my little brother when he wants to go look at something. It allows me to pull buyers there as well, seller information. I can skip trace out of the system and find contact information as well as send individualized postcards, even though that's not the company that I use for my main postcard system. There are so many amazing tools that a good system like this can do for you. Like I said, finding buyers, finding sellers, pulling lists, whether it's high equity, absentee, pre-foreclosure, flippers, individuals, comps, values, things like that. So you want to make sure you're finding a tool to truly find the true value of a property. Number 3 is your marketing strategy. Whether you are direct mail, like what I am, I love that strategy, cold calling, knocking on doors and flyering an entire neighborhood, however you're finding your leads, you want to set that strategy up, set the goals, and stick to one. I recommend finding one system, one marketing strategy, becoming efficient in that, and then moving on and adding on top of it. So the way that I recommend doing it for my market is finding a high equity list. It is a large list, becoming efficient on sending out postcards, a certain number every week, every other week, and then adding specialty lists on top of that, whether it's your driving for dollars, your probates, your code violations, whatever those lists are that you want to target, I add those on top of it. And then I add on other marketing strategies as my team and I are ready and efficient in what we're already taking on. If you don't have that set up, then you're not going to know which partner is going to be best for you for marketing companies. So if you are doing direct mail, find a marketing company that is in line with you and build a team around that. So I have a great team. They allow me to do things that I don't necessarily understand, including advertising on Facebooks with IP addresses and things like that. They do follow-up voicemails and text based on when the letter went out for certain lists and staging different things. So I recommend finding somebody that aligns with your goals and your strategies that will help you through that process if marketing isn't your strongest suit, which it's not mine. Number 4 is going to be a closing agent. You have the opportunity to use a real estate attorney or a title company. Both work well. I recommend finding somebody and interviewing a few people. Make sure that they're comfortable working with real estate investors and specifically your strategy, whether you're going to assign contracts or double close or rehab properties or take on rental properties. You want to make sure that you find somebody that's along your lines across any professional that you bring into your team, because your closing agents, your accountants, your lenders, they're all part of your team. So I recommend finding an attorney just because if there's a hiccup, you don't have to go find another third party to bring into the system. They want to get to closing as much as you do, and the cost difference isn't that expensive compared to the other, and the return is just so much greater when there is a hiccup. Number 5 must have is a real estate accountant, somebody that is experienced in accounting and working with real estate investors or is one themselves, because we are a niche and not every tax accountant is going to understand all the different benefits of holding real estate with depreciation and write-offs and things like that. So you want to make sure that you're finding a real estate attorney and an accountant that work together. You also want to have your real estate attorney review any contracts that you're using, make sure that they follow all of the laws in that state. Your bonus items. Number 1, find a mentor that you connect with. Real estate investing is not a get rich quick, easygoing strategy for wealth and income. It is something that takes consistent, repetitive, hard work. It's going to be something that tries you. So you want to make sure that you find a mentor that's going to be upfront with you and tell you the truth, show you the items that you need, and hold you accountable to those things. If you're a self-starter, you may be able to watch YouTube and take off and get to where you need to go. I found, and I know myself, I need somebody that's going to hold me accountable. So you want to find a mentor that maybe has group coaching calls once a week to make sure that you're on track, or they're answering any questions that you have in a timely fashion so that you don't get stuck and not moving forward. Or maybe you know that you will excel a lot quicker with one-on-one hand holding accountability, and find a coaching program that works for that. You want to make sure that you're clicking and you're retaining the information and it is coming to you in a way that you can excel and move forward. So that would be one thing that I recommend anybody do. Find a mentor that they get along with. Number 2, a lender, whether it is transactional funding, fix and flip rehab loans, or refinance out loans for your rental portfolio. You want to make sure that you have a lender in TAC and in your portfolio and Rolodex that you can call. You know what their expectations are, their days to closing, so you're setting every transaction up to win and get to the closing table and the exit strategy implemented. Number 3, I feel like so many people forget about until it's too late. Well, it's not ever too late, but forget about until they're stressing. Retirement. Now that you're not working a 9 to 5, or you soon will not be working a 9 to 5, you want to make sure that you're still contributing into some type of retirement account that's going to help you in your later years in life, so you can retire early, or you maybe don't have to wholesale at 80 years old unless you want to do a deal. So you want to make sure that you're finding somebody. I found a self-directed company that allows me to invest in real estate and do things like that. So you want to make sure that you're finding something along those lines that fit your goal. And once again, you're working with other people that align with your company strategy. Number 4, and this is the last thing, and most people put it a little bit higher up, but here's my thought process, and hear me out. A website. Definitely get a website when you're ready. It is a great way to passively bring in leads, whether they're seller leads or buyer leads. It takes maybe a few hours every month to set up and make sure that you're popping up on Google where you should be. But if my budget is limited, I want to touch more sellers because that's where my income comes from, and I have a little bit more targeted than a website that's those broader marketing strategies. So yes, it gives you a credibility. I think everyone should have it, but grow into it if you are on a strict budget. It's more important to go target those sellers that are going to bring you in a paycheck than having the website out there sitting there and hopefully bringing something in. You just have a little bit more control. So if you guys would like the systems that I'm using, everything that I'm using, I'm happy to share that with you. Just fill out the contact information below, and I'll send you an email in about 30 minutes that will have all of my contact CRM systems. Like I said, it's free. I'll include the paid version. If you're doing 3 to 5 deals a month or more, you may want to pay for the fully automated version. I just don't find that justification yet. Your comping tools, I'll include that. My marketing company with some discount codes, because we do so much volume, we've actually earned that. So I'll share that with you guys as well, including lenders' retirement plans that I'm using. If you guys are interested in that, I'm happy to share it. Just drop your email below, and I look forward to getting to know and seeing you guys reach your dreams. If I can do anything to help you get there, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you're looking for more information and you like this content, go check out our YouTube page, REI Live SRQ. We've got a couple videos up there that may help you get started or answer any of your early on questions. Thanks, y'all, and have a great day. Bye, y'all.